What's up, guys? Welcome to Dub Club. It's Izzy. I know you haven't seen me in a while. You've been seeing more of Taras in the more recent videos. It's because I have been trying to get this thing back on the road and proper. So yes, I did end up putting the engine in after powder coating everything and stuff like that. Did have a few issues. The sway bar was running. It actually took me a while to find that out. The sway bar was rubbing on the axles. So we had to cut that off. What else? It had really bad alignment for some reason. Got that figured out. And right now, the issues that are still here are the clutch sensor isn't working, mainly because there's no connector in it. I'll get to that in a second. And the speed sensor is not working. So pretty much, I'm going to try to figure out the speed sensor issue today in this video, and then also do the fuel lines. They're kind of hanging on the ground. I'm going to try to put some little, they're called cushion clamps, and I'm just going to bolt them into the car. Yeah, hopefully we get the speed sensor issue figured out. The clutch, like I mentioned earlier, it isn't working because this car was an auto. Now before I swapped it to manual, I spliced in the clutch into the auto harness and to the dash, and also to the, I also did the same thing with the speed sensor. Now I swapped everything here to a manual harness because I'm going to go standalone eventually, and it only works with that harness. But now the clutch isn't working and the speed sensor isn't working. The speed sensor, I think, is because it's just bad. I'm going to go ahead and replace it today and try it out. Now for the clutch, this is the bigger problem. So the best way to do it would honestly just be getting a new shell, which I honestly am probably going to do. Pretty much the clutch switch connector is on the harness, and this car is kind of a pain to get the harness out and replace it. So I'm just gonna get another shell, a cleaner shell, I guess, that's originally manual 180, and just swap everything else in there. It's not too much. I feel like it would be less work to do that than to just swap the whole harness in the car. But yeah, so hopefully we get the speed sensor issue figured out, and stay tuned for more things to come with this car. So I got the car up in the air. Let's go under it. It is very ugly, I know. It's pretty dirty down here, but here are the fuel lines that I gotta pretty much wire up. Are bolt on. I made them too long. I just kind of did that just in case. I was really rushing to get this car done, but I'm just gonna put them where the exhaust used to be. I'm gonna put them on the side, and then I have to replace the sensor, which I don't know if I can see in here. It's kind of right up there. I don't know if you can see it, but the sensor in there, just gotta go ahead and place that, and then see if the car will read the speed. I don't care about you. Hello. But yes, it is back from the exhaust shop. Taras got his intercooler piping, and let's try to get some in there. He got his intercooler piping, his downpipe, and full exhaust done on the car. So right now he's pretty much done. Just needs to wire up a few things and install a few gauges. Pretty much he's done. So okay, and for me, I just finished up the fuel lines and the speed sensor on the Mark IV. So just tested it out. Seemed like everything was working. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down and then take it for a test drive. Hopefully it does not two-step while driving. I kind of want to feel at least wastegate pressure in this bass tune. Yeah, the fuel lines don't look too good under there. They're kind of too long, but again, I'm getting another shell, so that doesn't really matter at this point. Kind of happy about getting one because I did hit a deer at 110 miles an hour at one point, and it's not too bad. I replaced the front end, but you can see there's a gap here. It's not a, this car used to be decent, but I don't know. Once I get that shell, I'm gonna try to make it look clean. This just was like a in a hurry kind of thing, just trying to build it. But now I'm gonna take my time if I get that shell. I'm gonna make sure everything's clean, get some wheels for it, some nice coilovers, and then pretty much tune it. I'm hoping for 600 once I get the Haltech ECU. I'm getting a Haltech standalone, so and having it locally tuned. So gotta save up for that, but until then I'm just gonna have to work with what I got. So that's why I'm just knocking out every kink, testing out everything and make sure everything works with the motor. That way when I get the shell I can just swap it all in there and then put the standalone on and go tune it. But yeah, that's for another video, and I'm gonna go ahead and test drive this thing.